What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to break down how to get b-roll sequence of yourself and all the thought process that goes into making these type of videos. Towards the end of the video I'll put together the sequence that I got, take you on behind the scenes, mix it with some music, some sound effects, and display it all at the very end, so stay tuned. So this video was suggested by one of you guys, a loyal subscriber who DM'd me asking how I get footage, b-roll footage of myself. So today, with the help of the behind the scenes, which I'm also shooting by myself, I'm going to take you through my thought process of what it takes to compile nice footage. Very simple, straightforward. Let's get to the point. Before that, do consider subscribing to the channel because I am pumping out more content like this. So if you find this helpful, do consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Before I start filming anything or go into production, I think about pre-production. Main thing is, what is the story that I'm trying to tell? For the purposes of this video, I made it simple, straightforward. I, the main character, also the camera operator, going to take some beautiful photos in this beautiful landscape that I'm in right now. Simple, straightforward. The character has a clear-cut definition of what they want to get. Character wants to get some good photos. That's the first thing. Second thing, gear. I want to keep it as simple and as straightforward as possible. I'm using one camera, Sony a6500, which is a crop lens, and one lens, 18-105 f4. I'm using that for quick range. Additional thing that you might want to consider, which I'm using right now, and it's making my process a lot easier, is having a tripod. Beautiful. So now I'm envisioning towards the final product, I'm gonna have a mix of camera shots that's stationary on a tripod and some handheld when I'm getting some footage. I'll elaborate a little bit further as I go on. Last point when it comes to gear I want to show you is that you can create amazing work without having the latest and greatest. For example, 6500, it doesn't have a flip out screen. There's no external monitor. I'm not framing myself on my phone, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. I'll just keep repeating over and over. Now that being said, once we figured out the story, and second we figured out what the characters and the environment, and we talked about the gear, cool. The first thing I want to talk about is like establishing shots. Alright, as for my first wide establishing scene, what I see over here is dope. This is what I want to go with to stick up to show the environment. So what I'm going to do is use that camera that I'm filming on. I'll put the BTS camera on. I'm going to use the chin strap, the neck strap. I'm going to tuck in my elbows and I'm going to lean in with the shot to show the environment. Now that I got the first wide establishing shots, I'm just going to walk around and get a few more. I did forget to mention that I will be shooting this in 24 frames a second unless otherwise indicated, but for simplicity, 24 frames a second. Alright, so this is going to be a second wide establishing shot. And the reason why I chose this space is because I have some wood over here in the front, some trees in the foreground with some snow on top of it. It looks nice. Mid-ground is some water, and then behind that is a bunch of trees, so it looks amazing. So I want to catch that just slowly coming into the frame, you know what I mean? And it's going to make a lot of dynamic movements or bigger movements. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much done with this establishing scene. Mind you, I had to take like 5 or 6 takes. We'll see how it goes in post-production. Probably warp stabilize it, but for now I'm okay. And if it's a little bit shaky and I can't get rid of the warp stabilization, I'm okay because it's handheld. I want to give it that vibe, and I want to mix my shots with a bit of handheld as well as locked off on sticks, so I'm fine with that. Let's move on to the next shot. So up to this point we already got some 3 or 4 wide establishing shots, and I'm cool with that. Now I want to get some tight shots to establish the feel, the vibe, and the sounds of this environment. Hopefully that can put the message across there. Mind you, we still didn't introduce the character. We will shortly, but I want to get these tights, and I want to use some of the foreground elements, the trees, the branches, the leaves, and then focus in on the water, on the river running. So that's what I want to go with. I'll get a few of those. So those shots were pretty cool. It looked very nice. It looked very tight. I was moving left to right. So on this tight shot that I'm about to set up right now, again, I'm going to move left to right, continuing that same motion. And I'm shooting at 85mm for more details. I like what I see in the foreground, the midground, and the background, especially the midground, just because the water is flowing, so we get more details there. So let's set up that shot. I'll throw it up. I got some tight shots of the river. I'm just gonna get a few more just for cutaway reasons, you know what I mean, throughout the sequence. And then when I piece it together, it's gonna look really nice together. All right, now that we're done our wides and our tight shots, I'm gonna move to a different location and start introducing our subject. And I'm also running out of light, so let's introduce that, move the story forward, and get some more cutaway shots. So here we're gonna start introducing the character, but we don't want to reveal my face until the very end. So what I'm gonna do is just walk up this way, and I got this camera just for props that the stories leading up to me taking a picture of something. Alright, so in the last shot, I pulled up into this little corner over here looking at my camera. So for the sake of continuity, I'm gonna get a tight shot over here. I want to get some of these leaves in the foreground, me in the midground, and then the background is gonna look beautiful as well, so creating depth in the shot. So let's set that up now. Next shot I want to get is a close-up of my face. So how I'm gonna do that without a screen or a flip out screen or anything like that, I'm gonna set up myself over here. Well, I'm gonna pull focus onto where I'm gonna be standing, which is where this iPad and tripod is. Set it up, lock focus, run back, and pretend like continuity was going on. You know what I mean? Now, in this scenario where the light is changing on me very, very quick, I want to start wrapping up our hero shot and come to a conclusion. So what I'm gonna do is character gets up, we get some tight shots of them walking, myself walking in this case, going to take a picture. So let's set that up. And in this shot that I'm about to set up right now, character walking, I'm gonna have a very tight shot, close up, extreme close up on their feet walking. So he gets up from that previous location, gets up and is walking in the other direction. The reason being because I had a medium tight shot, got up, now I just want a close up as well. Then we're gonna go into the wides and conclude the video that way. Let's go. What I'm gonna do now is get a close up, a wide shot of me standing close to the camera, this camera, filming my camera, getting in the process of getting ready to film and shoot. So in the motion, I'm gonna cut when I'm pulling my camera up, and then the next shot you're gonna see me from this angle, from forward, taking a picture, and that's gonna conclude this video. So now I'm pulling up from me lifting up the camera. Now I want to cut on motion to camera in my face in this exact direction. I'm looking over there to get the final shot. Boom, our hero shot. We're running out of light. I'm cool. If I finish off here, I'm cool. And then maybe walking away from camera to indicate the end of the movie, close on a crossfade, if that makes sense. Hope so. So the previous shot, I had a tight shot of me lifting up the camera. The following one is me taking the photo, looking down, smiling, and walking away. So now, just for the sake of continuity, I'm gonna put my camera down, walk away, and then close off the video. Now it's time to piece everything together and put the sequence together. So let's play it. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that sequence. See, it really doesn't take much to come up with something super dope. All you need is like a camera, a tripod, a story, some sound effects, some music, and you are good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed that sequence. Do consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that bell notification, because I am working my behind off to pump out this content. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys subscribe. Until next time, peace!